said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Cornhuskers will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Leaves it with the running back. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played it.
Turning on the Jets. The tag. Touchdown Trojans. Once he got some room, it was over.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Going right to work up top. Quick completion on the out route. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection, and that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch. First.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Rousseau. Fires to the right. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they've got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Takes the grab on the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They're working that left side. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. And the Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got room on the return. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, USC! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 45 on his way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Cornhuskers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Hauls it in.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Back to pass. Got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking for the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got it.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth-quarter game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Witherspoon. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they're already in the second quarter. They've got over 200 yards thrown.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
The give to the tailback. Turning it on! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Huskers in the hurry-up. He wants to throw it. Keeps looking downfield. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the...
Touchdown, Nebraska! Great job by the back on the option. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
The offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
And he tacks on the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Rousseau. Might be looking to run. He'll try to do it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Trying to turn the corner on the left. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make move to change impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Peters. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with...
And it's blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fakes the grab.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. With the catch, it's Travis. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. That's caught. It's Travis. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Makes the grab past the marker. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here.
Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical.
He's loose on the left. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Cornhuskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Hines is tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 13 over Indiana. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking for space. It's Peters. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll try the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. He'll take it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Bringing the heat. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Flanagan. Quick strike complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Trying play action. Using his feet to buy time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Toss to the left. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Rousseau. On the run, still looking. It's on target and complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got it! Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. The Trojans racing to the line in a hurry-up. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Trojans! They take the lead with the 6. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. He's got it for the 2.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just He's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Looking for room, it's Peters. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Rousseau. Quarterback moving. Able to make the catch, but not in the field. It's an incomplete pass. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving a change impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
On the run, it's Peters. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. USC. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and more. Touchdown, USC! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
And tackled there by the defense.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good. And then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The quick out. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got the quick pass.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Got his man on the right. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. They'll leave it with him. And they'll knock him down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Nebraska.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on fourth and goal. Looking to throw. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect, and then he does that. Drops the ball right in his hands.
On the run, it's Peters. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one.